Assalamu alaikum hi everyone, I'm Aminul and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video I'm gonna show you Prince a top 5 motivational video. And please don't forget to comments below that about what topic you wanna watch my next video.
Perfection. The condition, state, or quality of being free from all flaws or defects. I think the actual definition should be a 10-letter word describing something that doesn't exist. Or prison. Maybe straitjacket. See, perfection is a virus, a tumor, a growth. It infects the mind of who it attaches itself to until it eventually destroys the host. I hate the very word perfection. It has driven me crazy for years, guided by fear. I was constantly comparing myself to my peers, stressing and striving to reach some idea that only existed in here. Oh, you thought perfection was real? Well, I disagree. I mean, have you ever seen a perfect tree? In real life, have you ever gone into a forest and seen a perfect tree? Nah, see, they all got a little something going on. Some lean this way, some lean that way, some have a little too much moss, and some got a whole bunch of bark that's been ripped off, but somehow, they're all beautiful. But when it comes to people, we don't seem to see that we are all beautiful in all of our expressions, so we dissect ourselves into pieces, judging each other, thinking perfection is something we can achieve, which leads us to feeling depleted and defeated. But Salvador Dali said it best: have no fear of perfection because you'll never reach it. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two doors in life. Door number one, be perfect and be admired. Or door number two, be real and be loved. I say choose door number two, and choose it quick, because life's too short to try to live up to something that doesn't even exist. It makes no sense. So please create your own unique expression. Color outside the lines. Be the pretzel that refuses to knot. Be the marble that doesn't quite roll right. Do the dance that nobody's ever seen before. And don't worry if people stop and stare. I mean, if the Leaning Tower of Pisa was straight, nobody would care. See, when mistakes are made, beauty is birthed. You know why they call it the Model T? Because that's how many letters it took for Henry Ford to get that darn car to work. So don't worry about always being first and getting it right. I mean, Sony's very first product they ever made, it cooked rice. So embrace your mistakes, they are to be savored. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. And true success is being yourself in a world that's constantly trying to make you someone else. You know, I was reading the other day about a Japanese tradition called kintsugi. What they do is, if an object breaks, they fill the cracks with pure gold, because they believe that when something suffers damage and has a history, it is all the more beautiful. So I say love your cracks. You may call it brokenness, but it is the way your light will shine through. And if you have no one in your corner, then consider me your supporter, and we will smile together as society tries to diagnose our gifts as disorders. You don't need to be a perfect person with perfect makeup, perfect skills, or a perfect build. Because the truth is, real people aren't perfect. And perfect people aren't real. I'm gonna offend a lot of people, but I gotta do it. This social media influencer stuff gotta stop. I see the word used all the time on people's pages. I'm an influencer. But you're influencing people to do what? To reach a standard of beauty that's unattainable naturally, even for you? To lust after cars and material objects that won't give anybody any true happiness? You know what? Maybe you are an influencer. Because you know when people drive drunk, what do they say? You're under the influence. It's a lot of people intoxicated by the things that these influencers put out. A lot of people are sick with influenza. Listen, you got two choices as an influencer. You can either dig people deeper into their illusions, or you can free them. After coming to your page, do people walk away better or worse? I'm saying you're an influencer, but so were some of the worst people in history. The question is, what kind of influencer do you want to be? Say something. Peace.
What if this light bulb was the cure to racism, sexism, and classism? Hear me out. Do you know what people and light bulbs have in common? We both express as different colors, have different shapes, different sizes. We're manufactured in different places. Some of us are bright, some dim, some clear, and some broken. We appear to be very different on the outside. But the thing about these lights is there is one current running through each bulb. And in the same way, there is a singular energy running through each person on this planet. Doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter your race, gender, nationality, that's just the bulb. Inside of all that is who you really are. Energy. Don't believe your energy? Well, riddle me this. Say you have a friend named Jim, and you've been visiting Jim in the hospital, until one day Jim unfortunately dies on the operating table. You say, oh no, Jim died. But his body is still there, his race, his gender. But you say Jim died? Because you know deep down that Jim was a lot more than his body. He was the intelligent energy that gave life to his body. Energy is what we are. And energy has no color. It is not Republican nor Democrat, white or black. Energy is not Christian, Muslim, or atheist. Energy is. We are intelligent, creative, universal energy. And if we understood that, then we would finally know what wise men and women have been trying to tell us since the dawn of time. That we are one.
Came up with the word happiness, they knew what they were doing. Happiness is what happens to you. Happiness is what the corporations are selling you. The cars, the clothes, the material stuff, which is really just stimulation in the brain, ultimately leading to anxiety, possessiveness, and fear of loss after you get what you wanted. You want to know what's better than happiness? Gratitude. Gratitude is a superpower. It is the healthiest human emotion. It is the only emotion that doesn't depend on your current mood state. You can be grateful even when you're sad. You can be grateful when you're angry. So are you living life like a thermostat or a thermometer? What do I mean by that? Well, a thermostat creates the climate. A thermometer reacts to it. A person looking for happiness is all creates and shapes their own personal environment. Which one are you? Peace.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. Now, if you haven't joined the family yet, this is what I want you to do. I want you to click like on this page and click see first so that you never miss a beat. Now, for more insider information, offers, and just special challenges, go to my website at princeea.com and sign up for my personal email list. And the last thing I want you to do, you listening? Make each breath count. Peace.
So you want to be more confident? Well, here is how you do it instantly. Listen up. This is the science of biofeedback. Many of us know that the mind affects the body, but few realize that the body also affects the mind. There is a reason why athletes jump up and down before the big game. There is a reason why Tony Robbins jumps on a trampoline before he goes on stage to deliver a speech. There is a reason why I plank and do 15 push-ups after I get out of bed in the morning. See, if you want to be more confident, you have to outsmart your brain by changing your physiology. And that means putting your body in a more confident position. So how do we do it? Enter power poses. When you want to be confident, here's what you do. Stand in the mirror for 5 minutes. For the first 2 minutes, stand up straight with good posture. Back straight, chin up, head high. And pump your fist up like you just won a big championship. Now throw up both your hands and do it. And say this mantra. Yes, 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 yes. Say it out loud and also say it in your mind as loud as you can. The word yes changes your physiology like nothing else. Don't believe me? Try it. Now for the next 2 minutes, stand in the Superman pose and repeat this affirmation. I am powerful. I am confident. I am poised. I am articulate. I am powerful. I am confident. I am poised. I am articulate. I got this affirmation from a wonderful guy named Michael Beckwith. If you haven't checked his stuff out, amazing. Now don't say these words weakly with no energy. The key is to say them forcefully and believe it. Say it like you mean it. Now you can do power poses in many situations. You can do them before you give a presentation, before you have a job interview, or before you go into any situation that you feel a little nervous about. This will work. Here's a bonus tip for you guys. If you want to feel confident in situations that you may be nervous in, tell yourself you're excited, not nervous. See, in the brain, there is no biochemical difference between excitement and nervousness. The only difference is the word that you label it with. Neuroscientist Ian Robertson says, look, what happens when you're nervous? You're stressed, you have a rapid heartbeat, dry mouth, turning stomach, sweaty skin, the exact same symptoms of excitement. So how you perform is based on the label you give those symptoms. But don't take my word for it. Let's listen to Ian Robertson himself.
So for instance, you're about to give a presentation and you're really anxious about it. And you're standing waiting and your heart is thumping and your skin is sweating. The evidence is, if you say to yourself, I am anxious, you will perform significantly worse in that presentation than if you say to yourself, I am excited. Just saying these words, I am excited versus I am anxious, changes your performance.
So say you're excited, not nervous. And don't say it weakly, say it like you mean it. And that is how you become confident instantly. Peace.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. If you haven't joined the family yet, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and click that little bell so that you never miss a beat. And for more insider information, challenges, and offers, sign up to my personal email list at princeea.com. And lastly, don't forget this, make each breath count. Peace.